Karen McCarthy, and it's time to Karen-ize. Today's Friday when we do some crafting. And before we get into the projects, I want to thank my subscribers. We are getting closer and closer to that 500 subscriber mark. I can't remember where we are, 430 something right now, I think. And that means that it's getting closer to the time that I will be sending out a little goodie box. Can't send a basket through the mail. A goodie box to someone who has been making comments. So be sure you're making comments because I will put everybody who's made a comment on my videos. I can't even remember when we started saying that. So I'm going to say all of 2023 and through now. And then I will pull one name out and that person will get a little goodie box from me. So make those comments, do some shares, help us to get up to that 500 mark. And let's get into today's project, which is some Valentine, just real quick, simple and easy. I guess simple and easy are the same thing. Valentine projects that would be great projects for kids to do, great gifts to give, and just plain home decorating. So without further ado, let's get into the projects. Well, I just had the weirdest thing happen. I was videoing and all of a sudden my phone just shut off. I don't know what was going on. Battery was fine. So I'm going to recreate what I was doing. This is just one of the rectangular boards from Dollar Tree. I did take a little bit of antiquing wax and just darkened the edges a little bit. I didn't do it solid or anything, and I'm probably going to sand part of that off. But I wanted it to tie in with what I'm doing, which is doing these little hearts. So I've taken one of the wooden heart cutouts that they have and some of the felt hearts and created a little design. So what I need to do with this one, so I can show you what I did, is pour out, I'm using antiquing wax by Folk Art. This one is nutmeg. I'm just gonna pour a little bit out. I don't need a lot. There we go. And I'm just using one of these, I call them dabbers. I don't know what the technical term is. And I am just going to just dab it on there. You could use a paintbrush. You can also just put the antiquing wax on a cloth or a paper towel and do it this way, or do the same thing. But I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna go around the edges just in case. I'm making this dimensional and just in case they were to show, depending on what angle someone was looking at it. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. So if it's up high, they might show. If it's eye level, they wouldn't. I'm just wiping off the excess with a paper towel and getting it all over my hands. Because, you know, we have to get messy when we craft, right? And then, let me get this out of the way. I am just going to glue one of these hearts on. I don't need to put glue in the middle, which I did a little bit ago because there's a hole there. So I'm just gonna glue it on, and then I have some of these little jewels. They call them just stickers, gemstone stickers. And let's see, I want to get one that's the right size. And that's a pretty bright pink, so I want to use a bright pink one. They are self-sticking, but I don't trust the sticky too much, so I'm going to put it over that hole. These are made to be as ornaments or, whoops, this one's not sticking at all. Let's try, they're made ornaments or a garland. So I'm just gonna hold that with my, nope, I'm not. Gee. Okay. The other one's stuck just long enough. Okay, I'm gonna hold that, and then I'm just gonna put glue in the hole on the other side. Because obviously the sticky on the sticker is not going to be enough. And then I'm just going to let that dry a little bit. And then I'm just going to show you this. I took some of the little wooden blocks and I stained them just in case they show, and just glued one on each side because that's going to make them stand up. And then I'm doing this upside down. I'm trying the camera at a different angle though. And someone suggested that I put a color underneath, and maybe that'll help my lighting situation, because I don't know, the lighting, no matter what I do in our house, is kind of weird. So I'm going to put this one in the middle because it's a little different style. And just get them where I want them. There is kind of a line coming up this way, and I'm going to use that to line this up, because I don't know why, but when I'm doing something upside down, my brain just, it doesn't do well. So now that I have that line, I can get them all where I want them. And this one I'm going to put right even with, so this is the center, and I'm going to have this as the center of my heart. So I hope that made sense. That creepy crud that's been going around has my brain just not working well. All right, so I'm going to get it lined up with that line. Push them down. This is a super simple project, but I think it's going to turn out really cute. And, you know, maybe $2, because all of these things come in multiples in a package. So $1.25 for the surface, and maybe another $1 or $1.50 for the rest of the supplies. And there we go. And we could put a bow or something, but I think I'm going to leave this really simple. Get rid of all the glue strands. And there we go. We are going to make some really cute little felt hearts. You could use material also. I just had a lot of felt. I'm trying to clear out my craft room a little bit. And I'm using just one of these wooden cutouts from Dollar Tree as a template. I have some, I believe this is Dollar Tree felt. And you can trace around it, or if you're feeling real coordinated, you can just cut around it. I'm going to try to be coordinated. And I'm just going to cut it out real quick. This is like the third take I've done on this project. My phone keeps, I don't know what's going on. It'll start videoing and then it shuts off. So hopefully this one will work. Fortunately, I needed a lot of hearts for what I was going to do, so I just keep making hearts. Okay, this is super simple. You can use needle and thread if you want. I know that a lot of people don't have that or aren't inclined to do that. And so I am just going to use hot glue. So I am just going to hot glue around one side. Now I'm using a low temp gun and it cools off fast. So I have to move quickly so that I don't have any spots that aren't sealed. Okay, that worked well. And then I'm just going to take some stuffing, batting, whatever you want to call it. Yep, I've got stuff in it. And I'm just going to stuff that side that I glued. You can do this, you know, really full like a stuffed animal, or just full enough to give it a little bit of dimension, which is what I'm doing. Let me grab some more batting. And then I'm going to just glue halfway up on the other side so that I can then stuff the rest of it. Get it down there in the tip. Oh, I see a little bit that didn't cool off. I didn't wait long enough for the glue to cool. And if you do that, then it doesn't stick. Okay, then I'm going to stuff it in pretty far so that I don't have a bunch of stuffing getting in the glue, although there is a fix for that if you have that happen. And then just seal that part off. I've got some hot glue sticking out. That's going to be okay. I can fix that. Make sure that everything is sealing. See, there's some hot glue there. I don't know if you can see it. And all I'm going to do is just trim that off. Same thing if you have any of the stuffing sticking out, you can just trim it off. That I didn't get cut quite straight, so we'll just trim that a little bit. That hot glue is not wanting to cool off. There we go. So that's all it is for that. And then I like to take a marker. If you're doing needle and thread and you've got your stitches showing, you won't need to do this, but I like to just draw some stitches. And sometimes I do it with black, sometimes I'm doing it with red. I've got a little bit of both on what I'm doing here. I'll show you the other hearts from the other takes that didn't video. Looks like my camera is still videoing right now. I usually don't notice because I'm not looking up at the camera. I don't notice until I'm all done. God. If it can go wrong, it'll go wrong, I'll tell you. Okay. Then there are all kinds of things that you can do to finish these off. I have done a raffia bow and a little button. I've done just some of those jewels. This is just a smaller one, just some of those gemstone stickers from Dollar Tree. These are those little felt heart cutouts, and you can get, I think it's a pack of 8 if I remember right. I dumped mine out into a container, so I don't remember. You could just leave it like this. You could, I had some other things here. There are these little wooden glittery hearts. Those would be really cute on there. I had a bunch of stuff. There's some other wooden hearts that I got from Dollar Tree. I mean, just about anything. You could put flowers on them, just about anything. Now, this is one that I did that, to me, it doesn't even look necessarily Valentine-y. It could be out a lot. This is just some lace ribbon from Dollar Tree. And then this I got, I believe, from Temu. It comes almost like a ribbon. And you just cut off as many as you need. And I thought that turned out really kind of elegant looking, so I didn't do the stitching around. I just left it plain. So there's so many things. I have this little dragonfly sticker. That would look cute on there. It's from Dollar Tree. In fact, I might leave that one on there. That's kind of cute. It's a dimensional. The wings are 2 layers here, and that's really cute. I mean, so many creative things that you can do, and you can string these on a garland. You could use them for ornaments. You can put them on a tiered tray. You could just throw some in a bowl and have them sitting on a table or something. So many things you can do. A great project for kids. If you've got kids that you don't want to use hot glue guns, you could use fabric glue, and it just takes a little longer because it's got to dry first. Oh, you could also, where is it? You could also put little wooden hearts. I had a piece of burlap that I was going to put under one, but you could put something like that, just a regular button. I mean, there's just so many things that you can do, and they're so cute. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.